battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play action, Garoppolo. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
11, 11, 11, 11. 13, 13. 11, 11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Pushes past him. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Here's McKinnon. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Garoppolo. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
11.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Going up top. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Weaver. And his first pass is incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Weaver. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That goes for a gain of 31.
Here we go. 21.
They'll try to run with McKinnon. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down. Weaver. Head complete. Right side to Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
To throw on 2nd down, Weaver. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Gone!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Weaver. Left side caught by Diggs. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
To throw on third down, Weaver. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Weaver. Buying time to his left. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing again, Weaver. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Lucky 56.
Throwing on third and long. Weaver. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jeremiah Tauchu. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gardens. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Hurry up, hurry up.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead, he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
11. 6.
Now a play fake here on first down. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
13.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
McKinnon fitting in nicely as the feature back in this 49er offense. He's back there again now on 1st down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass in his 1st half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing to start the drive. Weber. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw on 2nd down. Weber eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Weber. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this 1st half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back with more after this. Garoppolo to throw on second down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
No, Jack, Patriot!
Following the fumble recovery, Weber. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Back to throw. Weber. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Solomon Thomas in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
From the gun, Weber finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On first down, Weber. And Diggs has it. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Now they got to get to the line quickly. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Lucky 56!
On first and 10, Weber. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw again, Weber. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. They find some open field here. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. As his guys are in for 6. And the 49ers add on to their lead. such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
13. Set hunt.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. And he lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, and then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
No, check, Patrick!
Following the fumble recovery, Weber flushed out right. And he's got room. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Detroit!
Looking to throw on second down. Weber escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Detroit! Gun!
From the gun on third down, Weber. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They run it with McKinnon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
21.
Now McKinnon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Garoppolo looks to throw, letting one go deep for the end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
65.
And they'll go on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Weaver. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll go with a keeper. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a little surprised by that call. 2nd and inches. It did what it was intended, but it felt like it was a free play waiting to happen. I thought they might take a shot.
Back now here in Santa Clara. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. This is Breida. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
11.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 51 yards. Garoppolo looking very comfortable running this Niners offense. He's got a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down. Weaver. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say Things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a handoff looking right. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Go ahead. 11.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Colby Lisenby, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Reuben Foster in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Weaver. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Weaver going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Detroit!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, Weaver. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
Now it's Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side and got his man complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
Green 39. Watch him now, Barney.
Following the fumble recovery, Weaver eluding the pressure right. And some space here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watch him now, Barney.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Weaver. Rudolph showing the power. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Weaver throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, Weaver, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Watch him now, Barney.
Operating from the gun, Weaver. And Rudolph has it left side. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Weaver. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Detroit! Gone!
To throw on 2nd down. Weaver. And that's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
No. Check. Patriot.
From the gun, Weaver. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Back to throw. Weaver. He rifles one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Detroit! Gone!
That one looks like he'll throw here. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this is going to be recovered in the end zone. And he's got a Super Bowl touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written him off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken very short. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it,